So there are 4 more plots available. There are only 1 next to Lentor Modern, and the rest, which is the 3 of them, are further apart from Lentor Gardens. So the muted bid and weak demand, what does it mean? Developers are actually hoarding cash for bigger land tenders. So 94% of Lentor earlier launches already sold, and that shows that there is a clear demand in today's market. So there are certain location hurdles, such as, is it under urban transformation zone? Yes, it is, but it's one of the furthest plot from the MRT from what has already been released. But there's still 4 more plots yet to be tendered. So even though it's not within 1 km of CHIJ St. Nicholas Girls School, but Lentor Central Residence, which is also not within 1 km, has proven that it can still achieve more than 90% sales on just launch day. So it's a proven site. And supported by Upper Thomson Parcel B, which is a lot more closer to the MRT, will draw immediate attention because they're going to be launching after the Lentor Gardens as well, right? And this offer mid-term upside for investors looking at Lentor Garden. So Kingsford are actually in for the long game play, and they are betting on what? 7 out of the 11 possible plots. 500 units aimed at HDB upgraders or even landed downgraders as well. And the URA master plan at Springleaf unveiled a hidden township that could be the game changer, creating a ripple effect all the way down to Lentor. So you can see from the master plan, there are 2 huge plots that is currently under the subject to detailed planning site, and they are in beige color, which means they are fully for residential plots only. So there could be HDBs coming up or even private condominiums as well, but these areas are known to be for private housing as of now. Lentor price dip is a rare investor's window. Buy when URA infrastructures and larger residential plans are already in motion. Where there's a short-term dip, there's a long-term runway. So you're investing for the long-term runway. So will you miss this window, right? Where many people would think that, hey, this is the 7 plots, this is probably the plots that's furthest away from the MRT and not within 1 km on Sandix, but are you looking at it long term? Many people may miss out. So is Springleaf going to be the hidden gem? If you look at the whole area as mentioned, this is a micro view of it. There's a pink color site and there's also a beige site. So Parcel A is not awarded, even though it was released, but Parcel B was awarded to Guaco Land. So Parcel A was actually a integrated development, 640 units, residential unit and commercial site on the first story. But how come it was not bidded? I'm going to share with you shortly. But diving a bit deeper, these are the 16 plots that yet to be released for bidding. And there's just one site of the township featuring closer towards Springleaf. So why there is no bid submitted for Upper Thomson Parcel A? Because there's 100 units of long stay service apartment as part of component for developers when they bid this site. While this is not a new provision for the government land sales program, because in recent land release parcel, we see River Valley Green Parcel B also have 100 long stay provision service apartment as well, and that was bidded. But why not this? Because in that area, in River Valley Green, Jack Kim Street, which is Riviera development, already have its long-term stay apartment status already tested by Fraser. And because while it's tested, developers are willing to go in more. And if it's not tested, most developer thinks that these risks are tilted towards the high side. And developer hence choose to sit out for this tender because rental in this area is not really proven yet. So the next hidden gem could be Bayshore government land sales as well. So Singhai joins in fact, JV tops 8 bidders for Bayshore plot at $1,388 per square foot to offer. So there were 8 bidders and they were saving their gunpowder at previous tender for a much more attractive site. So Singhai won the bid. The bid is one of the highest land price for a 99 leasehold private housing in the suburb or even the outside central region. In fact, the price is higher than CCR and even RCR today. So that at the land rate of $1,388 per square foot, selling prices could possibly start from $2,007 and even average at $2,800 per square foot, and that's really, really high. So why developers put their bets on Bayshore? Because it's the nearest plot towards the MRT train station at Bayshore, and there are 4 to 5 more plots available. In fact, plot 1 could be dissected into more plots, and there will be further updates based on URA master plan update by August this year during the National Day rally. So suburban are no longer cheap anymore. We have to change our mindset. Bayshore bid now rivals with CCR and RCR like Zion Road and River Valley. The lesson learned here from a developer behavior is that they are much more site specific on catalyst. Basically, they focus a lot on MRT and waterfront view, and that beats postcode prestige. First mover edge in a 10,000 township in the Bayshore town. MRT is already at its doorstep, and MRT is already ready with waterfront views and future Bedok South mixed-use hub as one of the integrated development that will be introduced next time, just one MRT train station away. Developers are betting on future demand from Marine Parade, Bayshore HDB upgraders as well. Execution risk is real, and what we mean by that is that people cannot accept the new PSF in Bayshore. So an estimate of $2,800 per square foot launch price in OCR, many investors may think it is overpriced. But if you were to look backwards, easily 8 years ago, if you recall, Seaside Residences was launched in 2017 at $1,700 per square foot. That broke the price ceiling where OCR are actually higher than RCR prices. So the question now is, can history repeat itself? So it's no longer about regions anymore. Forget prime versus suburban. Invest early, align to MRT and township blueprint, and position for East Coast big wave. So I want you to look at Bayshore as the reserve of the East. In fact, in the OCR region, has this price been done before? The reserve residences has 70% of its units sold on launch weekend. And how much was their pricing going for during launch weekend? It was about $2,500 per square foot, and that was in second quarter 2023. And in 2025, we see prices going up as high as $2,643 per square foot. Well, I also want you to know that there are different transformation initiatives under the Beauty World area. It is part of just a rejuvenation plan in the 2019 master plan. So when it comes to rejuvenation plan, these are basically targeted at locations that are already mature, which is District 21, right? But the thing here is that if you are targeting at mature estate, your growth runway or the growth ceiling is not as much as something as a new township. So for Bayshore, it's actually a new township. So the growth ceiling is way higher.